Four. I got 3. Come on with it. Who got 4? All right. Mic check. I got 3. I got 3 on it. Okay. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and tuning in. The name is Law Nation. Come on with it. Can you hear me? All right. Can you hear me? Come on with it. Come on with it.
Yeah, okay. Now I got some volume.
Yeah, you got volume now. Volume. I guess he got 4. All right. We're going to get this show on the road. We had a great time today. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and being in part of these type of conversations that rule the nation. Yeah. It's going to be, what'd you say? Oh, yeah. Well, we're gonna turn it all the way up then, huh? Yes, indeed. We're going to do about 15 more minutes of this great conversation. No doubt. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
What you say?
1, 2.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay,
we
it's good.
Yeah. We good. We
All right,
already
I
lit.
want you. This is again. We reset. Okay? We talk politics. We talk the election. Now we're gonna talk Cowboys. People still partying. Don't worry about the DJ in the back. We're gonna talk a little Cowboys here. We're gonna hit it and quit it real quick.
Yeah.
But first, who we sponsored by?
Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm. If you ever in a jam, if you slip and fall at work, or you get into a fender bender, be sure to call Frenkel first, and that's 817 or 214-33, and all of the 3s you can dial. Call Frenkel before you call 911. How about that? That will help you out. Come on with it.
It's Clarence Hill. We got Law Nation, producer extraordinary, making all this thing happen.
Yeah.
He doing all the magic in the background. Of course, down on my left, we got the black freshman, John Jock Taylor.
Come on with
the
it.
Ohio State University. And
OH.
Of course,
Go Bucks.
my man, the ambassador,
Yes, sir.
Stacey Elliott, ambassador of Elliott. The man, you done gone viral the last month.
It's
Come
your
on
fault.
with it.
It's your fault. Hey, I can't blame Jock. It's your fault.
I like, man, it ain't proper like,
It's the rubber band man. Come on with it. Don't you?
Bring them 10 bands.
I got
10
the bands with me.
Bring them 10 bands.
Believe that.
He done got viral.
And I didn't order them from Amazon.
Come on with it.
All right?
All right.
Ain't no cap in here.
Oh my God, this is funny stuff. But it's must win. I think it's a must win game this week. Coach Jock don't think it's a must win game. We've been arguing all day.
Whoa.
We've been arguing on
I didn't know his take on that.
2 different podcasts. He think the season over. So
It's over.
Hey, 2 different podcasts. We've been arguing all day. Law, what you think? Must win Atlanta if they have any hopes of salvaging their season.
Well, the only hope would be is that we got Bland hopefully to come back, and it may not be a situation because now you got Trayvon Diggs with Calvin. He didn't practice. So, hey, it's God. I can't stand you right now. Because before the season started, he was like, this is
he'll
Dave
be out
Campo.
a couple weeks. He'll be back.
He said this is the Dave Campo era. He said it's going to be a 5-11, 5-12 type of year.
Why you mad at me?
Because you spoke the truth.
Well,
I can't stand the truth.
Hold on, Law.
Truth the hardest pill to swallow.
This is the Clarence Hill.
I just try to keep it
insider.
Come on, man. The insider.
I try to keep it real and honest. I've seen it all.
Okay.
You don't invest in the team and things that they've done and how they've handled things. They projected things positively, like the offensive line. You know, the offensive line, you can't blame the backs, you can't blame the quarterback when they can't get nothing done up front, and it's because they tried to convince themselves.
They lied to themselves.
Well, lied to themselves, convinced themselves the offensive line would be better with 2 rookies and a declining Zach Martin and I don't know what's that right tackle right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
they got a nice pedicure.
Hey, but can I say something about the offensive line, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
to me.
Honestly.
Talk to me.
You know, I'm an actual fat guy.
Right.
Okay.
You play linebacker, though.
I did play linebacker.
Okay.
And there's some basic things that a linebacker has to cover.
Correct.
An inside linebacker, an outside linebacker in this modern era, an edge rusher.
Correct.
Okay. You can't run a 32 ISO or inside run and and the inside linebackers never picked up.
Okay.
You can't blame inferior talent to poor blocking scheme.
Right.
You can't blame rookie tackles or offensive linemen for coaches who just woke up one day, never played football their whole life.
It's facts.
And now they want to coach in the NFL. And they're not coaching. So, hey, I could have made some of those plays last week playing inside linebacker.
Well,
now, Clarence, I may not be able to get back up.
That's too totally
different story, John.
But we get up.
Well, the problem here is that, and when you're talking about 3rd and 5, they let the best linebacker in football go unblocked.
Right.
Okay. Because we were like, why are you running the run play on 3rd and 5? Well, it might have worked if you ought to block the guy, but that's the problem.
Yeah.
You spent the bye week saying we're going back to the basics. You spent the bye week talking about communication.
Yeah.
The first 5 plays of the game, you got communication breakdown.
Correct.
So what was you doing during the bye week? Today we're talking this week, and they got problems. They had a bad walkthrough. How you have a bad walkthrough?
Come on with
it. You go from the classroom to the field.
Wow.
From the classroom. So you can't even take what you learned in the classroom, not to a full speed practice.
To a walkthrough. But what did the quarterback say about that today?
What did he say?
He said not enough. He didn't name names, but he said not enough. Actually, he said you have to take this stuff home and study it. You have to do more than what you get in school. What that sound like? When your mama and your teacher used to tell you, you got to do your homework. You got to spend some time on your lesson. If you're not getting that algebra, you got to spend extra time. These cats at the facility, they do what they do. They go home and they're not putting in time and they're showing up on the field.
Who's driving this bus? Who's steering the ship?
How about your individual accountability because you're getting paid to do a job?
Hold on, but you always got to be coached.
Okay.
The greatest players, Tom Brady, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Before he retired, not only was he like a coach, but he was coached.
Okay.
So the reality is,
the bus driver ain't gonna be here next year.
The NFL to me is starting to look like the WWE.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute now.
Well, we'll break that down. Break that down.
If I'm injured, or sick, why would I go out in front of 10,000 people, 20,000 people, 80,000 people before the game I'm not playing in, signing autographs?
Oh.
I mean, that's football.
Clarence, can you talk upon that? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, 2 things. I think Rico was sick. Obviously, his guidance. His temperature had come down by then.
I'm not saying he wasn't sick. Let me be clear on that.
Okay.
Yeah. He was sick. The temperature had come down by then. But just from an optic standpoint, if you're sick, number one, and you got the chills, stay away from the team.
Yeah.
You could be contagious. Stay away from the fans. Go isolate yourself until you get better. None of that how they handled it, how it came about, because he came off the bus rapping and dancing like he was fine.
Yeah.
And we talked to him. He said he was sick on Saturday. And he wanted to play.
What was it? Pride sick or was it actual sick?
No, he wasn't pride. No pride.
No pride sick. Okay, good.
When did we stop playing when we were sick?
No. No. With all due respect, he had 102 feet.
Listen, man, I played
on this different day. The doctors would not let him play.
Yeah.
All right.
But the game's still the same.
The game is still the same. It's a different day. It's not the same. No, it ain't.
That was the point.
They don't let you tackle the quarterback. They don't let you. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of change in the game.
You're right.
Okay. You can't bump. You can't grab.
You're right.
The game.
You can't hit him with the forearm. You can't bring the back no more.
Can't slap the helmet.
All I know is Ezekiel Elliott would have played.
Yes, but again, with that fever, the doctors did that, okay? They said because of the precautions, because of the health issues, you got the chills and you got 102.
That's why back in the day, those guys would hide it.
Yes.
The Jordan flu game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they would definitely hide it, for sure. But so there was nothing he could do, at that point.
Bump all of that. I just want to know how much control do Dak Prescott got when you 3rd and 5 and they go empty. They go 22 empty. What's going on with Dak Prescott? do he have control of how
mean,
they
what-
do the
which
alignments?
play
and
are you
assignments?
talking about?
I'm talking about when he go into the red zone, money zone, green zone. Like you out
Well,
there.
first
You
of all,
get to
Dak
talk to him.
does a lot of the line of scrimmage.
He does a lot?
He does. He does change the plays, does a lot of the line of scrimmage. But you got to understand,
Okay.
you're talking about a young offensive line.
Okay.
And a young receiving core. So you can do all of that.
Right,
but
right.
they already
Right.
ain't getting the communication.
How
The stuff
about-
that come out the huddle.
But
Okay,
hold
so
on,
now
okay.
you want them to start moving people around,
Hold on.
and they're not handling it.
But
But
can
he
I
has
say
a lot of
something to this?
control.
Go ahead.
But let me just say this: the great Clarence Hill.
Clarence in the hot seat all of a sudden.
The most trusted
No, he
reporter.
ain't in the hot seat.
Okay, good. The
I ain't
most trusted guy.
I'm not qualified to put him in the hot seat.
Okay,
Let's
good.
be clear on that.
Oh, I am.
However,
Yeah.
how about Dak Prescott don't have a running play to audible too?
Right.
How
Oh.
about he doesn't have the right personnel out there to audible into a running play?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's things like that, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, they got bigger fish to fry than worried about whether he can change the play in the red zone. They can't stop the run.
Okay.
The defensive line don't play well. You don't have your best players on defense. The offensive line is not giving you no chance. The play calling. I mean, you go to and listen. I kick that butt all you want about that interception third quarter. But what kind of play call was that?
Oh, it was terrible play calling, by the way. Both of the plays were terrible play calling.
I mean,
but
what
they
kind
were
of
INTs.
well, what kind of play call was that on that play to the sideline where the field is squeezed? You only got one option to throw to. You're already not blocking nobody. I mean, he tried to make a play. He should have threw the ball away.
He should have threw the ball away.
But again, the play call was horrible. The play choice was horrible. And Mike McCarthy would say that.
Yeah, they don't make plays easy.
He should
for
say
the
it. He
quarterback.
calling plays.
Yeah, but and that's the problem is that, Dan Orlovsky said that they do more things to make it difficult for a quarterback to play.
They really do.
And than any team in the NFL. And the funny thing, he came up today and said that, this system is about the quarterback. The system is about making things. Well, we can't tell. We can't tell. But how you run
the
this
thing
team.
is, the system is about the quarterback. I wouldn't argue with him that. The problem is you're playing your great quarterback out of his own skill set.
Right.
You're
Yes,
expecting him to throw 60, 70 times and make all these plays when this great quarterback we have in Dak Prescott needs a run game.
Right.
Our defense need a run game.
Right.
Yeah.
You can have all pro in every position on defense, but if you leave them out there all day, they're going to get wore out. I mean, the other guys are pros too.
Yeah. No, and Dak is at his best when he got a running game, play action pass. That's what he does best.
No,
and you don't have that.
Nope.
You know, that's the main issue. Again, as I said before, we could talk about what they didn't add in the offseason. One thing they thought they did add was a defensive coordinator.
They did.
And they thought that Zimmer was going to come in and bring not only a great scheme, but also bring some discipline and bring, that I'm a tough cuss and you ain't going to make mistakes. But Zimmer's not brought any of that.
But normally when you look at the historical data on Zim's defense, it normally takes a year.
I understand that. They knew that. They knew that. But I'm just talking
They
about
didn't have a year.
He don't have a year because he's on a 1 year deal. But my point is he has no bite. And I love Zimmer. I remember Zimmer when he got it. When I first started, he was on his team. Zimmer would cuss you out. He barely talks above a whisper.
Wow.
He's an older man. He don't have the bass in his voice no more.
Right.
To get after you. Don't have the bass in the voice to get after you no more.
I just think we got to change our philosophy.
Well, it's mid-season
offense,
now. It's mid-season now.
But we're going to have to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
The new coach will make some adjustments. Because this one, think about it. Mike McCarthy's been running this thing for 30 years. That's what he talked about today. And so sometimes in your 30-year system, if you don't get with the times, it is moved past you by. Right?
That's real because the time right now, like I said, you got people who never played before. Now they're coaches in the NFL.
Right.
And they don't watch film. They look at numbers.
Yeah.
A player go to the coach and say, well, coach, how do I get better? Well, here's the analytics.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But to say
That's what's happening.
we're going up against the third-ranked offense in the National Football League, the Atlanta Falcons, and they got they off the tree of Sean McVay and Scott Was it Sean McVay and
Sean McVay.
Yeah, it's Kyle Shanahan.
Shanahan.
Yeah, he's a Shanahan type of dude.
It's Shanahan tree. Sean McVay came with Shanahan.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to see some more of those jet motions, those stretch zone runs. You're going to see your boy Bijan Robinson. How we going to stop him, bro? What we going to do to slow that thing
After
down?
you score, you're going to get the ball back.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
No,
What's your thoughts on Donald Wilson out there versus putting someone else against that Kyle Pitts?
The bottom line is this: it's a copycat league,
Right.
and teams they saw the safeties have struggled with the tight end last week.
Right.
Well, you know they gonna do some of that crossing pattern of Kyle Pitts to do the same thing that what happened last week.
Right, with Kittles.
With Kittle. So they're gonna try to copy it. Can the Cowboys stop it? The only way you're gonna stop it is if you change personnel, or try to stop it. You're gonna have to put somebody because Donovan can't cover. Donovan never could cover.
Yeah, he's a box safety down inside.
He'll blow you up.
He can never good. That was never his game. And then to put him out there trying to cover a tight end, that's not his game. Now, are you gonna get a young guy the chance? It's about time.
It's about time.
So that's an issue. Offensively, the Falcons do not rush the passer. They got good secondary players, but they
Six sacks.
They got 6 sacks on the season. So
and shout out to Matthew Judon.
You hopefully, well, he ain't got but one. But which we shall not to.
Let's not him be an All-Pro because he's going up against Terrence Steele.
You would think he could have an Adrian Claiborne type game. I don't know if you old enough to remember Adrian Claiborne. He has 6 sacks against Chaz Green in one game against the Cowboys.
Almost ruined that career.
Ruined that career, but you have a chance. There should be room to throw and room to maneuver the ball in the passing game because this Falcons defense don't get to the quarterback like that.
Right, but they are the 15th ranked defense in the National Football League. So how do we attack with our poorest ranked offense? How do we do?
Dak has to use his feet more, and that's one thing we talked about. He has not run the ball. He has not.
Here's the question:
he has not activated his feet.
Why do you think he hasn't done that? Now he talked about it today, but why do you think he hasn't done that?
Yeah.
A lot of things. They're behind. He's certainly trying to throw the ball down the field. I think that he's trying to be cautious. Certainly, he has not run as much since having that fractured ankle a couple of years ago.
Right.
They don't do the zone read. It's like they used to do early in his career. They don't call the runs.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, Dak has less rushing yards than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should not be the case.
He has less
Joe Flacco.
He has rushing yards than Joe Flacco.
That should really not be the case.
This is a guy whose career in college was about being a dual threat quarterback.
Can I come in on that?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Oh, okay. Break it down, Stacey.
Because my humble opinion,
okay.
First of all, I believe Dak is a hell of a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but McCartney ain't used to. His offense don't want a dual threat quarterback.
How about that?
Okay, he want an Aaron Rodgers, a Tom Brady, a drop
Brett
back.
Favre,
Brett
all
Favre,
the guys
all
he's
that.
had.
So I'm saying, if you want to keep your job,
too late
and you want to win games, you need to adjust. You need to adjust this week.
Bro.
Yeah.
But obviously, what I understand is some people are arrogant and stubborn.
Right.
So,
well, I think it's more, and we've seen this from other players. You've seen it from other coaches. I've had success doing this. I know this works.
Yeah.
And so when you hire these guys, whoever they are, you hire in their whole package.
Correct.
And if you don't want that package no more, you got to go get a new package.
Right.
There'll be a new package next year, but you got to get
well,
a new package.
You have to be careful when you hire.
Now, that's the $64,000 question.
Yeah.
It's not getting rid of McCarthy is okay. It's who you bring in.
Who you bring in.
Well, they need to bring in.
And they got to fit with Jerry Jones.
They need to bring in who they were going to bring in before McCartney.
Right.
True.
They're not bringing Herb up in there.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Jock said that.
Bring Herb up in there.
Ain't nobody ever hired Herb.
Herb had his shot.
And ain't nobody ever hired Herb and Art Browse again. Okay.
Wait. You know what? That's a whole nother show. I'm gonna chill out.
Ain't nobody hired. Listen. Listen, you trying to get a job on the staff now. He gonna be that director of player personnel. Now you trying to get on the staff. Lynn, your feeling just from being, obviously your son plays. Is it disillusionment? Is there still hope in the season? Where you at?
Man, as Ezekiel's father, watching him play since he was 7, I've always had to trust the process.
Right.
Even though when it looked kind of weird.
Right.
And it's something that you said one time. You said he's always been the man. Actually, he hasn't always been the man.
Okay.
Ezekiel ain't always been the man. Every position Ezekiel ever got, he had to work up to get it. So when he went to Ohio State, Jock, he was 5th string running back as a freshman.
Okay.
Till he blew that dude up on the kickoff return. And
But that's as a freshman.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No. But at Ohio State, you play early.
Freshman. Yeah.
It was a freshman.
I know.
That's like, what you sound like? You sound like Jordan. Man, when I was a freshman, I got cut off the JV.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. And that burned me. I've been motivated because I got cut. You was a freshman.
Hey, what do you say? I took it personally.
Right. You was a freshman.
But this is the thing.
You weren't supposed to be on the varsity.
This is the thing, though.
Yeah.
Even though he was a freshman, he moved up
He did.
to 2nd as a freshman.
Right, because he's the man.
But when
Because he was the man.
Now when it was time for goal line and stuff, they didn't trust him.
Okay. Now you gonna bring that back for. Now you gonna bring that goal line back in. Now you gonna bring the goal line.
I'm just saying.
He worked.
Now they bring that goal line.
However, but I had to trust the process.
Yes.
Process.
I had to trust
He was a
Irvin
true
and what he was doing.
freshman.
So
They had
to answer your
every
question,
draft, every year they had
trust Jerry
5-star running
Jones.
backs.
I trust Jerry Jones. I trust Mr. McCarthy, what is one of his? Because one of those McCarthys I don't care for from Colorado.
That's McCartney.
Okay.
That's McCartney.
I'm all over.
You mad about the 5th down
You
still?
damn right.
You still talking about the 5th down? You play
Deion said it. I can't stand Colorado. I'm sorry. I
That
love
was
you, bro.
the 5th down. That was 100 years ago.
I know.
Was you in school at that time?
Well, I was playing.
What year was that?
1990, brother.
Man, I was in Kansas City. I might have covered that game.
You probably did.
I worked at the Kansas City Star at the time. When he was still playing. I was working at the Kansas City Star. Why you going?
Ezekiel Elliott mama in the building. She was there.
Let me talk to you
Go
something.
put your hand up.
Well, I used to go down to Columbia, Stevens College.
Hey, cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Well, it was an all-girls school.
Man,
My
they were so
God.
rich they were flying their horses in.
Man, they was beautiful.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, my
like
God.
wine.
You hear me?
Like wine,
I fell in love with some little girl from St. Louis with the Stevens.
Back on your question. I trust Jerry Jones. I trust the head coach.
Trust the head coach.
I trust every damn body.
Yeah.
I trust Dak Prescott.
Right.
my God.
I definitely trust Ezekiel Elliott and the rest of his teammates.
Okay.
So I keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
Hope alive. Hold on. Pain is ended. That's what hope means.
Keep hope alive, man. We
Yeah.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, too.
We've been here a long time today. Good time.
Score predictions.
We'll be back next week. Score predictions. Are you going to do that?
Oh,
Y'all want to do it?
Yeah, you gonna do that.
Hey,
You gonna do
hey,
that.
come on with it.
Every week y'all
Let's start
take
with
this
him and work your way down to me. Come
Every
on.
week y'all take the show to another level.
Score prediction. Come on.
Okay.
Come on with it.
Job.
I gotta keep real. I mean, the Falcons, 27-14.
Cowboys?
Falcons, he said. You know he said Falcons.
Now, rest assured now,
Rest assured.
on my podcast, Jacques Talk, Clarence picked the Falcons. On the media match, he picked the Cowboys. So I'm curious as to what he'll pick on this show.
Yeah, what you gonna pick on this show?
I'm going to pick the Cowboys. They up against it. They up against the trouble.
We gonna give $100 to the closest score.
They up against the trouble. Me, the
$100
squad
to
base-
whoever get close.
The
we're gonna give $100 away.
Cowboys, I'm going to pick them 23-20. They gonna pull something out their butt.
You done narrowed the score from this afternoon.
Y'all the narrative. Yeah,
We're asking tomorrow.
Y'all ready for me?
Yeah. Y'all
ready
go
for the
last. I go
ambassador?
last. The ambassador, Elliott. Come on.
Remember
man.
I said this to you, Cowboy Nation.
All right.
23-21. Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, 15 carries for 110 yards.
God damn, listen. Can I get a 10 racks? Where I get them 10 racks at?
Out of my brother's vest pocket.
Can I get 10 racks on that? You heard it, 10 racks right here. 10 racks.
Out of my brother's vest pocket.
10 racks right here.
All right. Let me see if I can top that.
Now we got to have him go now.
34.
They ain't scored 34 in 2 weeks.
34-28. Cowboys.
Man, you got
Come
34
on,
points?
34 points. Somehow.
They gonna get a turnover?
You heard it here.
You heard it here.
You heard it
First.
here.
And Echo Lounge, baby.
And before we close out,
Come on.
show me the tape.
Show them tape.
You want them 10 racks? Show them the tape.
I got
Make it go viral.
I got those 10 bands
10 racks.
in my brother's vest pocket.
He gonna pull it
got
out.
My Buckeye brother.
He gonna pull it out.
Do y'all hear me?
10 racks. Show them
You heard
10
it
racks.
34-28 Cowboys, baby. Let us go.
Appreciate you guys.
Cowboys.
We'll be back here next Thursday.
Come on
Cowboys
with
and
it.
chill. You know we have fun. Be in the house.
Yes.
Come on with it.
Go
Come on with
Cowboys.
it. Yeah.
Give me my theme music.